That's as bad a half of Fever basketball as I've seen. Like, how the Fever are up is beyond me. It is absolutely beyond me how the Fever are winning in this game. Actually, no. There's two very clear reasons why the Fever are winning this game right here. And those two reasons are Lexi Hull and Sophie Cunningham. Stephanie White, I'm sorry, like, I don't know how much longer we can give you grace. Because, like, I'm sorry. We just watched the Indiana Fever score 37 points and a half. Where you're allowing Kelsey Mitchell to go ISO, dribble, step back, long two. Kelsey Mitchell has taken 7 shots in this game. No, sorry, Kelsey Mitchell's taken 11 shots in this game. She's taken 5 long twos with her foot on the line. She's taken 5 long twos. Caitlin Clark's job is she's not playing point guard. She's being told, go stand in that corner. Caitlin's being told to go stand in that corner. You're giving the ball, you're literally, the Atlanta Dream are like, okay, we're going to put pressure on Caitlin because we want someone else to have the ball. And you just went, okay. The only reason that you're up is because at least Sophie Cunningham can make decisions. Sophie Cunningham can make decisions on the court. That is the only reason that you guys are up, is because Sophie Cunningham is playing the game. If Sophie Cunningham is not playing this game, the Indiana Fever don't crack 20 points. They don't even crack 20 points. Like, this is pathetic coaching. This is absolutely pathetic. Like, you're now suddenly Caitlin Clark having to foul because there's no one's getting open. No one's getting open. She's getting shoved. She's getting shoved the entire way down the floor, which is, you literally went into a press conference and said, oh, we know our players are going to be getting fouled. They're going to referee us difference. We need to prepare for that. So I'm like, great. Maybe she's going to go and... Wait, does Kelsey Mitchell have 17 points? She's 9. Someone said she's 17. She has 9. Like, I thought when I was talking about this, I was like, Jaron, I was like, yeah, good. She's going to see all the, like, overpressure. She's going to run some plays to maybe get Caitlin off a back screen. Get Caitlin maybe screen and cut or something. She's telling Caitlin to set a back screen, then run to the corner. Kelsey Mitchell is playing point guard. Kelsey Mitchell genuinely plays basketball like she learned offense from her first coach was Gandalf, telling her you shall not pass every single time she touches the ball. Like, you have genuinely got Aaliyah Boston who's on 3 fouls. Caitlin's on 3 fouls. Caitlin's getting mauled the whole game. How does Caitlin Clark have more fouls than Ryan Howard? Alicia Gray's been called for 2 phantom fouls, by the way. Like, Alicia Gray, I'm not joking, has been called for 2 fouls where she went nowhere near anybody. Like, nobody went anywhere. She went nowhere near anybody. But Caitlin Clark has 3 fouls. Aaliyah Boston has 3 fouls on touch fouls. Like, every single player on the floor on both teams, by the way, is in foul trouble. All most important players are in foul trouble because of touch fouls. I don't know what's wrong with Tawana Bonner. I legitimately don't know what's wrong with Tawana Bonner. I don't know what's wrong with her. I should figure it out. But, like, we're watching Christy Sides. Like, we thought it was over. We thought it was over. We are watching a coach who has no idea what to do with her player being face guarded 94 feet. We're watching a coach who has no idea what to do with a player being face guarded 94 feet. Like, Caitlin Clark went 8 straight possessions without touching the ball. She did not touch the ball for 8 straight possessions. The team does not function without her. At least Caitlin Clark is what? She's a +2 on the floor. At least she's a +2. Like, the only good thing is that when Sophie Cunningham's on the floor, the team can function without Caitlin Clark. But, like, why? What is the point? You have a player who draws more gravity, who is the best pick and roll point guard, as we saw in the second quarter when Caitlin Clark gets 2 assists straight away and a couple of past the free throws. And even when Caitlin gets the ball, you're not running pick and rolls. You're telling her to ISO Ryan Howard. Like, why is she ISOing Ryan Howard? Ryan Howard is a really good defender and she's hacking her. This is not a motion offense. This is sides ball. This is get the ball to Kelsey Mitchell and let her go. Tween. Hope for the best. This is not a motion offense. There is like 1 of every 10 plays, they just start running random handoffs. They literally run a 2K play where the ball goes to a wing, you run a pick and roll. Nothing happens, you dribble. Let me run a handoff. They're just running a constant handoffs. That's not a motion offense. They're just running handoffs. They're just running handoffs. They're running handoffs. They're telling Caitlin Clark to go ISO. Caitlin Clark's not an ISO player. We know Caitlin Clark's not an isolation player. We know she's not. We know she's not an isolation player. Like, it is crazy. It is crazy. She is currently telling Caitlin, not only is she not a point guard, she's an off-the-ball power forward. She's an off-the-ball power forward. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what position Caitlin Clark's playing. Because she's trying. You can see Caitlin Clark calling for, like, screens and everything. And nothing is happening. If they're just, like... How, as a coach, do you ignore the fact that you have a player that draws a constant double team and is drawing face guards, and you've got nothing? You have got nothing in your arsenal. You have got nothing in your offensive arsenal. You were meant to be an offensive coach. You were meant to be an offensive coach, and you think Kelsey Mitchell taking 17 dribbles into a step back long two is good offense. Like, you think, like, assume you're not even trying to get the ball to Caitlin. You're not even trying. Like, Caitlin is being denied by Ryan Howard. Good defense, Carl Semesco. Good defense, Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard is being allowed to hack Caitlin because of the referees. Good defense. Good defense. And you want to know why it's the best defense? You're doing a Christy Sides. You're not even trying. You're not even trying. You're like, oh, we're contacting Steve Kerr by Steph Curry. Imagine if Steve Kerr said, when teams denied Steph Curry, imagine if Steve Kerr said, okay, cool, Steph, just go stand in the corner. Just go stand in the corner. Like, imagine. Imagine if the Indiana Pacers told Tyrese Halliburton, you're one of the best pick and roll. Or sorry, not even Pacers. Imagine if the Phoenix Suns told Steve Nash in the 2000s, they're trying to kind of deny the pick and roll. So let's just stop setting screens. Let's just stop the pick and roll. You know what our most important offense, you know what our best offense is? The pick and roll. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark have combined for 8 shots in the first half. Aaliyah Boston has 0 points. 0 points. And every single one of Aaliyah Boston's shots has been a post-up. It has been a post-up. Aaliyah Boston destroyed in the pick and roll. It's destroyed in the pick and roll. She's Christy Sides. Like, I've never seen this. Like, the only reason they were in this game. This is... Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston are passengers. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston are literally passengers. They're being told to go sit there and watch Kelsey Mitchell go ISO. Watch Natasha Howard go ISO. And Natasha Howard scoring. I'm not saying Natasha Howard's playing badly. I'm not. She is not playing badly. But, like, we are, like, what? A few days removed from Natasha Howard, or from Caitlin Clark having a 27-11 game. We are a few days removed from Aaliyah Boston dominating. Anyone think there is nothing wrong with Caitlin Clark's leg? There is nothing wrong with Caitlin Clark's leg. There is everything wrong. Like, we are watching Christy Sides. This is exactly like this. If I didn't know any better, Caitlin Clark touched the ball more when Christy Sides told her to go stand in the corner. Like, just if this is how Stephanie White wants to play offense, just fire her and hire a coach from the NBA. Hire a coach from the NBA. Like, and also just sit her. At this stage, just sit her. If this is how you want to play offense, sit her. What's the point? Because you're not trying to get her the ball. You're not running the pick and roll when she gets the ball. Sit her. Like at least then tire the other team out and let her go for the fourth. Like, you play her 16 minutes and she probably touched the ball 18 times in 16 minutes. She went, I'm not joking, from the 7-minute mark in the first quarter to a minute to go in the first quarter without taking the ball up. She was on the floor. She went 6 minutes without taking the ball up. And not only that, you might be saying, oh, but like maybe Sophie's playing point guard. No, Natasha Howard was taking the ball up. Aaliyah Boston was taking the ball up. Kelsey Mitchell was the actual point guard. Kelsey was playing point guard, and if it wasn't Kelsey, it was Natasha Howard. She is playing decoy. She's not even playing off the ball. Like, there is no way that Steve Kerr told Stephanie White, to play her decoy, to tell her to go stand in the corner while we're watching Kelsey Mitchell do the opposite of cooking. Like, it is. This is a pathetic. This is as bad a coaching performance as I've seen, and this is a team that hired Christy Sides as their coach for a year, and this is the worst half of coaching I've. No, sorry. Second half versus the Chicago Sky when they lost last year. That was the worst. The coach is trying to figure out different things. It's not time to panic yet. I agree with that. But how much grace do we give? How much grace do we give if the only team the Fever beat is a Chicago Sky team who were shell-shocked? How much grace do we give? Because we gave Christy Sides no grace. We gave Christy Sides no grace whatsoever. We gave her none. Absolutely no grace. We gave Christy Sides no grace. So I'm giving the same energy. And I'm always going to go. And I'm willing to change my opinions. I'm willing to always change my opinions depending on what's happening. I'm willing to change my opinions. This is always reactionary, these videos. However, that was as bad a half of coaching as I think we've ever seen. As we've seen from the Fever. And I think we've watched a year of Christy Sides. That's just a fact.